Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Christmasful. So glad you could join us. I'm Sunny the Elf, and look who's here with me. Hi, Santa.
Hi, how are you all?
We're doing good. We had a little bit late of a start. We're going to tell you guys
Yeah,
why
yeah.
in just a
I've
little
been
bit.
busy today. We've had
Yeah,
an electric storm.
we had an
Matter of fact,
electric
I was
storm.
talking about that beautiful aurora borealis the other day. Well,
Yeah.
it's kicking me in the reindeer rear. Uh,
Well, that
that
happens.
usually
That
it's an
happens, right?
electric storm, and it really messes up everything up here.
Yep, that happens sometimes, but we're here and we're super excited to be with you, boys and girls. We have a great show for you today. Before we dive into that, though, I did want to tell you a little bit about how you can listen to our podcast, how you can check out other videos of Christmasful. So, here, I want to tell you how you can find out when we're going to be going live. Okay, so Christmasful is a show that we are doing on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays now through Christmas. And Santa and I just have so much fun doing this. It's our way of connecting with you, boys and girls. We know that this year is a little bit different, and you may not be able to get out to see myself or Santa in person. We know there's a lot going on down below the Arctic Circle. And so we wanted to make it easy for you guys to connect with us online. So we have Christmasful. We have our live videos that we do, again, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays. And on Facebook and YouTube is where we go live. Now, if you look at your screen here, on Facebook, you will see an event. It looks like this, like the green background that you see there. You see my picture there. I'm talking on my little cell phone. You can click that little reminder button and you can request on YouTube you can subscribe to our Christmasful channel, and you can also subscribe, and then you should be notified when we go live. So that will be really helpful. Our videos are considered for younger children, so there are some limitations on being able to reach out to you. But again, if you subscribe to the videos, at the very least, you'll be able to see them after they are published. And then, of course, on Facebook, like I said, you can watch us anytime you want to. Just click that little reminder button and you will get all the notifications that you need. And then we also have our podcast called Millennial Santa. Santa, do you want to tell the boys and girls a little bit about our show?
Yes, the podcasters, it's a whole lot of fun. We started up here with a few years ago. We started a podcast because we received a invitation from a young man down in below the Arctic Circle, Urban, I think his name was, and he had a question for Santa. And we realized that we could actually answer questions from the children all around the world. And so we started a podcast with that, and the elves up here really love it. They get a big kick out of it, and so we've been doing it now for almost 3 years.
That's right. And our podcasts, they're very short episodes. So that's really helpful, boys and girls. I know you don't like to listen to, a lot of stuff at once. And so they're about 3 to 5 minutes long, and we release daily episodes. So every day now through Christmas. And you can actually send us questions that you would like us to answer on the podcast. You can go to our website, which is christmasful.com, F-U-L, so christmasful.com. And you can get more information on that. So daily episodes for the podcast. Make sure you subscribe. You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. All right, Santa. Well, one of the things that we're going to start to do here on Christmasful is a Christmas countdown. Now, I know a lot of you, this is still kind of early in the Christmas season. You have to understand, here at the North Pole, we talk about Christmas constantly. So this feels really close to Christmas for us, right, Santa?
Well, yeah, we're under the 30-day mark.
We are.
And in less than 30 days, I will be moving toys around the world.
That's
So,
right.
yeah, it's important. It's a big day for us. And this is actually a countdown. It says 29 days till Christmas.
That's
Well, we
right.
actually will start 28 days because
Yeah.
we do all our delivering on Christmas Eve. So,
Right.
yeah, we have less than 30 days. So it's getting hectic up here. A lot of
Yeah.
activity with the elves.
There's a lot going on. And like we said, we also had this storm that just came through. Sometimes you can't tell, Santa, when these storms are going to come through and blow through the North Pole. And we didn't have any
Well,
problems here at KELF. That's our radio station here at the
no,
North
no,
Pole.
because it's not a big blow storm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an electric storm. It's very different than what people have below the Arctic Circle.
Sure.
It's very similar that if you have a rainstorm with lightning,
Mm-hmm.
that's close to what we just had. Because
Yeah.
we have the aurora borealis up, and that means that we're getting energy from the sun, solar flares, and that disrupts a lot of our radio and telephone and just all kinds of stuff, even our cable.
That's right.
So it
But we got it
messes
up and
things up
running.
pretty bad.
We got it up and
Yep.
running.
So
So we are here with you guys. And let's tell everyone, Santa, what is going on for today's show. We want to kind of give you guys a preview of what to expect on today's episode of Christmasful. So we have a meet and greet. This is the first time we've done this, but we have
yes,
a couple of families, I believe, joining us. And we're going to be able to chat with them live. That's going to be a lot of fun, Santa.
it is. It's very interesting too because I've got information that there's a few people here and in these families that have a lot of questions for me, and also some doubts. So I'd like to get right to it and start answering some of their questions.
Absolutely. So we've got our meet and greet, and then we are going to do a Santa sing along. It's the first time that we've done that on this show, but we're going to play a fun video for you guys. And this is from a YouTuber, somebody that we really like their videos. They do really good Christmas videos. So we reached out to them. We said, hey, can we play one of your videos on our show? And they said, yes. So it is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So you guys can sing along with us and we can watch that video together. And then Santa, another fun one. I'm really excited about this. We have a special holiday treat that we're going to teach you guys how to make. And I think your parents are really going to like this one because it's not loaded up with sugar. We're actually using fruit to make something called Santa bananas, which are super
Don't
cute.
give all the hints away. This has got to be a surprise.
Well,
Our little elves have been working on this all day long.
That's all I'm going to say about it. But we do have, for the first time, our elf twins joining us. Ainsley and Addie are going to be joining us to teach us how to make this holiday treat. So that's what's coming up on the show. It's going to be really fun, Santa. All right. So let's get going. I want to bring in some of our families because I think, Santa, this is the part you and I really like. We really like connecting with you guys and answering your questions and seeing, what you guys have to say to us. I mean, we don't get to interact with, human children throughout the year, really. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, maybe you probably do a lot more than me.
Yes, I do.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and bring our families in now. Let's see, here we go. It's the Yoder family. Hi, guys. Can you see us? Wave to us if you can see us.
Yeah, I can see you.
You can see us. Well, it's so good to have you on our show today. Can we go around and have you guys introduce yourself? And just all of our audience, of course, Santa knows who you are, but like our whole audience knows who you are?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with the Yoder family. Go ahead. You guys go through and just say your name, your first name, and how old you are.
My name is Mia Oliva, and I am 8 years old, turning 9 in a month.
Okay. Next.
I am Amelia in 3rd grade, and I'm 8 years old.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Ellie, and I'm 9 years old. I'm Ella, and I'm 8 years old. Hi, I'm Harper, and I'm 8 years old.
Okay, now you say that.
Hi, my name is Zachary Quinion-Miko, and I'm 4 years old. My name is Abby, and
How old are you?
5.
You're 5 years old.
Well, you know, I think you guys are all trying to play a trick on me because this is not the Yoder family. This is the Yoder family plus. Looks like because there's more than the Yoder family here.
Yeah.
So I think you guys are trying to play a trick on me. That's what it is. All right. But that's okay. You know, I've had trick played on me all the time. So I'll tell you what I've heard. Now, Ellie, I understand, has some questions for me.
Yeah, so back at home the other day, I heard my mom say something, and it made me not believe you a little bit. And yeah.
It was not what?
You can set up. Why don't you set up? So the other day, my mom said something, and it made me kind of about Christmas and you about not being real, and then it made me feel like I thought you weren't real.
Oh, why would you think that?
Well, because my mom said something, and then
Oh, well, Mom may have made that.
Santa,
Okay,
you
what
may have broken
happened?
up
You
a
hear
second.
this again?
Yeah,
Okay.
the internet. But I think you're back now. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
I
say
did. I
again.
broke up a little bit. You know, a lot of people question whether I'm real or not. You know, and it's not so much about me. It's really not about me. I'm just a man. I'm a live person just like you. I got a heart that works pretty good right now, actually. I got lungs, I got feet, and I'm just like you. But I am real. I am very real. It's the spirit of Christmas that is very, very important. And we should all carry that spirit of Christmas in our hearts because that's what it's all about. Yes. You got
do
your
you
hand up.
have magic?
Do I have what?
Magic.
Magic.
Yeah.
No. I have tools that are very magical. Like I have my magic key that allows me to get into doors. And that is the magic of Christmas, the spirit of Christmas. And the spirit of Christmas is actually magic. It's a magic that I don't want to say it this way necessarily, but God gives me the magic to do these things. He doesn't give it to me necessarily, but he gives it out. In other words, our reindeer are the only reindeer that can fly. Some people call that magic, but it's not. It is something that God had decided that these certain animals will be able to fly. So, yes, go ahead. You're Nolan. You're Nolan, right?
Elves.
What?
I have a question about the elves.
Go ahead.
Are they going to be quarantined? Or are they going to come to our house?
No, the elves. You mean the scout elves?
Yeah, like the ones that come to our house.
Yeah, those are called the scout elves. I think you guys call them the elves on the shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my scout elves. That's what I call them. And the scout elves can't get sick. They just can't. They're the healthiest things there are out there. They don't get sick. But at the same time, we have to be very, very careful with them because they do have a certain amount of magic about them. In other words, when they leave your house, they come straight to the North Pole. And they don't take a train or a plane or anything like that. You know, they just mysteriously disappear from your house and appear at the North Pole. So they do have some magic, but no, they will not get sick. The North Pole is isolated from everything below the Arctic Circle. So in other words, if everybody down below the Arctic Circle, and I mean everybody, all the way from Norway, Greenland, Canada, United States, all the way across, can get that virus that's out there. And I can even get it. But I got to be very, very careful because, see, if I can get it, I might spread it to other people. And I don't want to do that. You have your hands up. Yes, young man.
Zach, go ahead.
I learned about God and Jesus at my school.
You want to, but what?
I learned about God and Jesus at my school.
I'm still sorry. I didn't get that one.
He said
Something about Jesus?
He said he learns about God and Jesus at his school.
Oh, that's right. And do you know what Christmas is all about, don't you? It's Jesus's birthday. And God gave us Jesus as a gift. And that's what Christmas is all about giving gifts. Like God gave us Jesus, we give gifts. And that's what I do. All year long, I give gifts, and especially at Christmas. Yes, go ahead.
Is your favorite holiday Christmas?
Yes, I would have to say yes. It is Christmas because it's something that we work for all year long. And then once it's over, we celebrate, and then we start working on it all over again. So we're either working on Christmas or working on the next Christmas. So yes, this is probably our most important holiday. Yes.
Go ahead.
Young man.
Elves know which house if we don't put up our lights?
Do they know if you don't put up your lights?
Yeah.
Yeah, they know. But that's putting up your lights is kind of up to you and your parents. You got to be able to do it, and you got to help them.
I know.
You can't make mom and dad do everything.
I do help them.
Do you? Okay, well, that's good. That should be part of it because that's part of Christmas. We all work together for Christmas. Up here at the North Pole, everybody works together to get ready for Christmas. And not any job is just, there's no small jobs. Every job is important. Yes.
Do the
Go
elves
ahead.
come when you put up your lights?
Do the elves help? Sometimes.
They'll come.
Sometimes it's just Mrs. Claus and myself. Mrs. Claus and myself help do it sometimes. Sometimes we get the elves do it. I've helped Sunny put up lights in her Christmas tree. Yes.
You have a question?
You got a question? Oh, just stretching, huh? Like, got to stretch. Everybody stretch. All right. Any other questions? Come on, Ellie. I knew you had a bunch. Go ahead.
Well, my other question was if the elves were coming, and so they are coming or they're not?
Oh, we usually send them down right after Thanksgiving. Okay?
Yes.
And there was one family we sent elves down to last week because it was very, very important that we send the elves down. Actually, it was one family we sent them down 2 weeks ago. So, yes, go ahead. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. I got two of you. The young lady.
Are we all on the nice list?
Of course. Children are on the nice list. But you must maintain it. You must be good, okay? I understand. I know I was a kid myself one time. I was a child. I was a boy, and I used to get in trouble. But I always try to make up for it or apologize to my mother for doing things like that. So, yeah, Children are on the nice list. Okay, everybody is. Unless they're really, really naughty, and that gets into adults, and I won't talk about that. You had a question, young man.
You have a question now?
Yeah. God made the whole world and the whole earth.
Where's what?
God made the whole world and the whole earth.
He said, God made the whole world and the whole earth.
Yes, he did. Did a really good job. And he's everywhere. Did they teach you that? That every animal, every tree, and every bush, God is there within
And
him.
house.
What?
And house.
Not necessarily. He's in the house if you're in the house. He's in your dog.
You know.
Yeah, he's in the trees. He's in the grass. He's in everybody. That's what makes us. That's what makes us stay good. Do you know that?
Yeah.
When you stop and listen to God, you're going to do good things. When you don't listen to God, that's when you do naughty things. Okay?
I know, I listen to God.
Good. You'll always be good then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
How did you become Santa?
How did I become Santa? I was chosen by the elves. The elves, I was a toy maker. I used to love to make toys. And the Santa that was Santa then, a long time ago, was no longer here. And the elves asked me if I would be Santa. And there will be a day in the future that I will no longer be here, and they'll be looking for a new Santa. Now, you know what makes a good Santa?
Christmas spirit?
A good Santa must know that he's got God in his heart, and he must be pure of heart. Okay?
Yeah.
So think about that sometimes. If you are good and you got God in your heart and you're pure of heart, then there's a possibility you could be a Santa or a Mrs. Claus.
Oh. And how does Mrs. Claus, what does she do in the North Pole?
Oh, Mrs. Claus does everything. She does. I'm just Santa. I mean, I sometimes joke about it. I tell her, I said, I'm just a pretty face. And I do all the traveling. But no, Mrs. Claus, she runs a lot of the things in the North Pole. She oversees a lot of the factories. The elves go to her a lot of times if they have questions. She also runs the kitchen, the North Pole kitchen. So she, helps develop a lot of the meals that we eat, and also a lot of cookies. And she likes making candy canes. And she makes some pretty darn good candy canes. What?
Ooh, yum.
I say yum. Yes.
Do you have a daughter or a son?
A son? Yes, I do. I have my there. Yes, I have sons. I have three sons. Oh, sorry, I didn't think about that. I have three sons. They're all older. Matter of fact, my sons are older than your parents are, and they live down below the Arctic Circle, and they have lives, and they have wives, and they have families. But I usually don't give out their names or anything about them. That way, they're kind of protected. Okay. Any other questions?
No, not
Now, everybody here is going to school, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So are you going to class, or are you taking online classes?
Going to class.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Or yeah,
Well,
both.
you make sure you stay safe out there, okay?
Yeah, we wear a mask and stay 6 feet
You
apart.
do? Very good. Yes, when I go below the Arctic Circle, I do wear a mask. And a lot of times I even wear a face shield, especially if I'm flying in a jet or something. I don't always use a sleigh. Go ahead, young man.
I wear a face shield.
You want to stay there?
No, he wears a face shield, like the little mask face
Oh,
shield.
yeah, it's like those clear plastic ones. I'll wear one of those and a mask under it because you got to be careful that people don't cough in your face or your eyes or nose and stuff like that. Yes, go ahead.
So do you live in Antarctica or
No, North Pole. It's the
where is
Arctic
that?
Circle. It's the Arctic Circle. It's a big place.
Oh, so you do live in there, but you're in the North Pole there?
Well, that's where the North Pole is in the Arctic Circle.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to get a big globe out sometime and look. And there's a big circle up there, and it's called the Arctic Circle. In parts of Canada and Alaska, Greenland, Norway, and Russia are in the Arctic Circle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
A lot of people live in the Arctic Circle. There's probably 500,000 or so people live there. Indians usually. Native, I call them native people, not Indians. Yes, go ahead.
Do you actually have a North Pole?
Do I have a North Pole? No.
An actual like pole.
No, I don't. I actually have a candy cane, which is about almost as tall as me, but it's shaped like a candy cane and it's candy cane striped. I use that sometimes when the ice is real slippery and I go out, so I actually have balance. Yes, go ahead.
Do you know everybody in the whole world?
Nope. No, I don't. At one time, and that was way back, probably in the 1880s or something like that. I used to because the amount of children in the world was a lot less. But now the amount of children in the world is up in the billions. So I've turned all that over, that whole thing with the lists and the children's names and everything over to the elves. So the elves keep track of all that for me.
So the elves know everyone?
Oh yeah, they have a list. They keep a list, a running list on it. And it's like it's kind of like if you were to see it, it's kind of like a big globe. And the elves keep track of that. Yes.
Are you Santa Claus to the whole entire world or just the United States?
Oh, the entire world.
Oh.
That's crazy.
I visit. There's a lot of people in the United States who believe in Santa, and they have Santa. As a matter of fact, more than any place in the world. But I go all over the world, and then I have brothers. You might say brothers in red that are my assistants all over the world.
So they
Because
help you?
they help us because there's a lot of different traditions. You have traditions in the United States that are a lot different from the traditions in, say, Brazil, or the traditions in, say, Denmark, or the traditions in Greece, or even the traditions in Japan and the Philippines. And they all believe in Santa. They all have Santas. I have a lot of different Santas that are out there as helpers. And they help us and they do things because I can't do all this by myself. We can't. There's no way, and there's no way possible. It's mind-boggling. It really is. But I do try to get out and talk to people and, and do certain things. I like to help people. I spend all year doing this. A lot of people I like to help are foster children and children that are abandoned. Yes.
Um, do you have any old elf?
Old elves? There are a
Yeah.
couple real old elves. There are. See, the thing is, here at the North Pole, because of the way it's situated at the top of the earth in the magnetic field, we live longer. Time doesn't move the same as it does below the Arctic Circle. It moves a little slower up here. So in that case, we live a lot longer. And so, but we do have old elves. Yes. They get pretty old. Yes, in the white shirt.
Has anybody seen you when you delivered presents?
Yes, it does happen. And sometimes they even get pictures of me.
Yeah, I think my dad once did that.
I've had that happen a couple times.
Yeah.
That people try to trick and get pictures of me. And sometimes, see, that's one of the things that I have with the scout elves. The scout elves will know who's awake and who's asleep. And they'll let me know beforehand before I get down there so I don't get tricked. But sometimes it happens. Somebody gets up and has a camera on a timer or something like that. Or they have not a Zoom. What do they call that one they put in the doors? Anyway, they put cameras like in the doors and they can tell if I'm in the house.
Oh,
Everybody's got
ring.
Yeah, like rings. Yeah, everybody's got cameras nowadays.
Have you?
It's kind of hard to hide from them.
Have you ever gotten have you ever been flashed on the
what?
camera? It has a flash.
Oh, make a camera flash, you mean? Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, I've seen that a few times. It happens. Yes, young man.
Can the elves talk?
Oh, yes, they can talk. The scout elves, they can't talk. They're not allowed to talk. They're not allowed to do a lot of things, actually. But yeah, they're not allowed to talk. But normal elves, well, look at Elf Sunny. Elf Sunny talks.
No.
She's my honorary elf, too. So, any other questions?
No.
And I hope none of you try to trick me and try to get pictures of me.
We won't. Do you like
I know. Yeah, I won't. I hear that. I hear it. I hear it all the time. Yes. Go ahead.
Will you come to the mall?
Oh, we have in some places. I have some of the Santas that are working for Santas as for me will be in the malls. Only in some of them. They got to be very, very careful because they don't want to get sick either. And I don't want them to get sick because a lot of those Santas you see in the malls or you may see in different places, they do a lot of work for me all year long. Not just dressed as Santa, but they help out a lot of times in giving food to the poor. They actually help out a lot of times in building houses. And they do a lot of good work around. You just don't notice it because you don't see the big white beard and the red coat. Yes.
Where's your hat?
My hat?
Yeah.
I don't wear a hat inside. I mean, do you wear a hat inside?
Yeah. No.
See, yeah, my mother taught me never to wear a hat inside. I mean, I could wear a hat, but it's nice warm room that I'm in, and I don't need a hat. Of course, I do suppose if I wore a hat, you wouldn't get this shiny forehead. You know, when I was younger, I used to have hair up here. I was just noticing that. I was telling Sonny the other day that maybe I should start wearing a hat because I got all this blank stuff up here.
I like your hat, Santa. I like it when you wear your hat.
All right, then way you don't get the shine from me, huh?
Boys and girls, do you have any other questions for Santa?
No.
Well, it was nice visiting with you. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And please make Christmas fun for the whole family, okay?
Okay.
All right. That includes mom and dad.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye, boys and girls. Nice to see you. How cute are they, Santa? That you had a lot of good questions thrown at you, I must admit.
I know. Here, how's this?
Oh. See, we made you feel bad.
I got my shiny forehead. I may go down and see the hair man now.
Yeah, there's an elf for that, right?
There's an elf. I doubt that. Most, yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
now, Santa, we're going to do a little bit of a sing-along. This is the first time we've done it on Christmasful. But one of my favorite Christmas songs is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And so there is a YouTube channel that does really good Christmas videos. And we reached out to them to see if we could showcase, we could show one of their videos on our Christmasful show. And they were so happy. They said, absolutely, we would love for you to do that. And so let's go ahead and take a listen. And boys and girls, go ahead and sing along. Now, you won't be able to hear us sing along when I play the video, but this is a cute little video and we hope you enjoy it. Here's Rudolph.
You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you lead my sleigh tonight? Oh,
Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say,
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you lead my sleigh tonight? Oh,
Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Woo!
All right. So that YouTube channel, if you guys want to check it out, is called Kid Boomers. And they have, oh my goodness, Santa, they have so much just great videos on their channel. It's not all Christmas stuff, but it's a lot of stuff. I think some of it's even, original stuff that they have created and, special songs for special occasions. So if you guys are looking to sing along, that is a great channel to check out. Good song, right? Can you hear me, Santa? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if we still had
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Awesome. So did you like the song? It was cute, right?
Yeah, I couldn't hear a lot. I couldn't hear a lot of this. I couldn't hear a lot of the song though.
Oh, you couldn't. Okay. Well, hopefully, boys and girls, you guys were able to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll be playing more videos like that. And Santa, I really want to I know that there are some people out there that know how to play guitar and sing. And so I'm hoping to get some groups on here who might be able to do some songs for us live. That would be really cool. So we'll see if that pans out, but we'll be sharing more videos with you guys as well.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Casey. I want to give a shout out to Casey Flanders for saying hi to us. Hi, Casey.
There we go.
Thanks for,
Aww.
Thanks for reaching out. It's nice to hear from you.
On Facebook. So,
yes.
Hi, Casey. Nice to see you guys. If you guys have, any questions for Santa as we go through today's episode, or, you just want to say hi like Casey, go ahead, type it in the comments. We'll bring them in as we get them, and it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so we have our next segment, Santa, is a special one because I get to bring on two of my favorite little elves. They are actually elf twins, Ainsley and Addie. And today they are going to teach us how to make a special holiday treat. So let me see if Ainsley and Addie are ready to come on. Let's see here. We come back. Here we go. Ainsley and Addie, how are you guys?
Good.
Can you hear us okay?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I am super excited today because you guys have made a special treat, and today you're going to tell us all about it, right? Okay, well, let's go ahead and show everybody what the treat is. What is it called, girls? What's the treat called?
Santa bananas.
Santa bananas, or banana Santas, or banana nana, whatever you want to call it, right? What I love about this treat, and you guys can see this on the screen right now, is there's a bunch of different ways to do this. So you can really be creative. But the other thing that's really great is that these are healthy snacks too, because I know when we think holiday treats, we think of sugar, and we all love some sugar, right? And cookies and all that, right, Santa? But
yes, we do.
This is something that is a little bit more healthy, and you can kind of see some of the ingredients here. But girls, can you go ahead and show us what you made to see what yours looks like? So you've got a plate right there. Oops, and they're sliding all over the place. Okay, we can see it. You can put the plate down. Can you just hold one of them up? Maybe we can just take a look at one of them.
Oh, wow, that looks yummy.
It does. It looks like the little M&M there might be running on the banana a little bit. But that still looks really yummy. Oh, there we go. Looks like he has like candy cane juice all over his mouth.
Yeah, that happens too.
That does happen. We have seen it firsthand.
Yes.
All right.
I get it in my mustache.
Well, girls, let's tell everyone about the ingredients that go into this. Okay, so we're going to put a graphic up on the screen so you guys can see it. But girls, do you remember what you used to make this treat? Like what are some of like the white parts to make the hat? What did you use?
We used little marshmallows.
Right. So we used, there was a big marshmallow, right? And then we cut up the big marshmallow. There's smaller marshmallows. Marshmallows? I guess that's how you say it. What else? What kind of fruit did we use?
Strawberry.
Strawberries. And what else? Another fruit.
Banana.
Banana. And then what did you guys do for the eyes? What are those?
Chocolate sprinkles.
Okay. And what about the mouth?
M&M.
So we use some candy on it. And then the whole thing is on what's called a skewer, which is really just kind of like a little stick, that you can put little pieces of food on and then you can eat it that way. Okay, girls, let's start with the first thing that we did. What was step number 1? What did we do?
We cut the big marshmallow.
Okay. So we cut up the big marshmallow, and then what did you do to the strawberries? Did you have to cut the strawberries as well?
No.
No? So did you just use a whole strawberry then, or did you have to cut off part of the green part?
A whole strawberry.
Okay. All right. But we did want to get rid of some of that green part at the top, right? So we cut just a little bit off the top. Okay. So that's the first step, right? Step number 1. And then step number 2, what was next, girls? You had to kind of put all this together, right? Tell us what you did. Right? So you had all the ingredients, right? And then you had to put everything on the stick, right? Okay. So you started with what? How did you do it? Just tell us how you did it. Go ahead. You started with a marshmallow, right? You had because it looks on the picture, it looks like there's a little marshmallow at the top, right? Okay, so you started with that, and then what came next?
The strawberry.
Good. Okay, and then after you put the strawberry on, then what came next?
The banana.
It looks like there might be a little bit more marshmallow in there, and then you put on the banana, right? Okay, and then we'll also show the final step. Here's the final step. Step 3 is making the face. Tell us a little bit about what you guys did for the Santa face.
We put a chocolate sprinkles for the eyes and M&M for the mouth.
Yeah, the M&M. And as we found out, the M&M, if you don't eat it right away, what can happen, girls?
It is gonna melt.
It's gonna melt. But you know
I
what?
didn't think they melted in your hand.
I think once it's room temperature, they start to melt a little bit. But you know what, Santa? Like the M&Ms and a banana, really what that is? It's like a chocolate-covered banana. That's what that is.
Yes, it sounds good. I mean, the whole thing sounds real good. They look real good. You girls did a wonderful job. You get an elf certificate for this.
What do you think of that? An elf certificate? It's like saying, good job. You did good.
You did. You did very good. Both of you.
What was your favorite part about making the banana Santas?
The M&M part.
The M&M part? Why was that your favorite, Addie?
Because it's fun when we put on the M&M mouth.
So it's
Plus,
fun
you got to eat M&Ms too, didn't you?
Yeah, I think probably more M&Ms ended up in their mouth than on the banana. I'm just guessing, right, girls?
Yeah, I'm guessing too.
Now, would you make this again? Was this something that you would recommend to other people that maybe want to make a treat at Christmas time? Yeah? Yeah, because you didn't have to do any cooking, really, right? It was just getting the stuff. Then you had to cut up some stuff, put it together. and then eat it. Have you guys tried to eat it yet? No?
Go
Do you wanna
ahead. You can eat it.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to try to eat one? Are you nervous? Go ahead. How is it?
Good.
Addie, are you going to have some too?
Be careful you don't stick yourself with that stick, okay?
Yep, be careful. And that's a good point, because with those skewers, you could also use, if you had like a straw, they've got, Santa, I don't know if you've seen those straws that almost look like little candy canes. You could use something like that. The thing is, you just have to hold the banana. Oh, look at them. They're
Yeah, you need a picture of that. Yeah, you need those biodegradable straws.
Yes. Well, they have some fancy ones. They have, like I said, the striped ones. The thing is that the skewer
They're called
is
candy
nice.
canes.
Well, no, but this was actually like a little straw. They make straws
is that
kind of
right?
look like that. Yeah. Well, you could do like a candy cane or a peppermint stick as well. But the thing is, with the skewer, it's nice because it's a little pointy on one end, which, boys and girls, you do have to be careful of. But it's a little bit pointy so that it's easier for the fruit and the banana and all that to kind of go on the stick. So you might, if you were just using a straw, usually straws don't have like a pointy part on them. So that might be something to consider. How's the banana, Addie?
Good. Wait, I'm not Addie.
No, you're not Addie.
You're
But
Ainsley.
you're answering for your sister.
Well, that's because Addie's got her mouth full.
That's right.
A lot of banana in there.
Yeah, sure is. Well, guys, again, these were banana Santas or Santa bananas, whatever you want to call them. We do recommend that if you make them, that you do refrigerate them right after, because again, the little M&Ms and the sprinkles and stuff like that, they can start to, kind of leak a little bit after a while. But this was certainly a fun treat that Addie and Ainsley were able
Always
to do
have
together.
adult supervision by you.
Yes, absolutely. That's a good reminder, Santa. Well, girls, be careful with that. We'll have you back on the show to do another holiday treat in the future, okay? We appreciate you. Thank you for making that treat and for sharing it with us.
Yeah.
Can you say goodbye, or like your mouth's full? It's
No. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, close your mouth, Addie. Don't want to chew with your mouth open. Bye, girls. Oh my goodness. Aren't
Yes.
they cute?
They are so cute.
Well, we're going to be doing a lot of different holiday treats here on Christmasful, and there's a couple of them that are, a little bit more healthy. I wanted to make sure the parents knew it's, not just a big sugar rush. I know sometimes parents get concerned about that, but yeah, they had a lot of fun making that. I could kind of see them working on that. Well, Santa, we are at the end of our show. One of the things that I wanted to start doing at the end of Christmasful is to kind of do a wrap up. And, here at the North Pole, when you say wrap, we think of wrapping paper. But let's go ahead and go through and talk about some of the things that we learned today, Santa. So let's see. We learned a little bit about the weather here at the North Pole. Right?
Yeah. Different things that can happen up here unexpectedly.
That's right. So we learned a little bit about that. We were able to meet with a family today and a whole bunch of kids. And man, they had some really good questions. Hopefully, boys and girls, you learned a little bit from the family that joined us earlier today. And hey, if you want to join us on Christmasful, if you want to ask questions for Santa, you've got some burning questions you just got to know, then the best way to do that is to go to our website at Christmasful.com, and you can fill out a form, but your parents actually need to be doing this. They need to fill out the form and give us permission, because you can't just hop on a computer without your parents' permission, right? But we would love to connect with more families. So we talked to a family today, bunch of kids and
Children.
a bunch of children, and we got to see a video from our friends, the YouTube channel Kaboomers. We watched the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, so that was fun. And then we got to make banana Santas, or Santa bananas. What should we call it, Santa? Which
I don't know. You know, I think both of them have credit to them. Banana
Nice
Santas
one.
and Santa bananas.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, so they have a chime to both ways.
Yep, a nice little treat. Well, guys, hopefully you had fun today. We certainly had fun being with you. I do want to remind you that even when we're not live here at Christmasful, you can always connect with us. So here are some of the ways that you can do that. We are on Facebook at Christmasful. On Instagram, we are available at Christmasfully, because Christmasful was taken. And on Twitter, we're also at Christmasful. So we post a lot of pictures, a lot of fun, Christmas scenes. Maybe we come across some funny jokes, because Mrs. Claus loves to tell jokes. And so sometimes we were able to take those jokes and put them out there for you on the Mrs. Claus joke of the day. And we just like to have a lot of fun. I'm going to start posting some stuff, the behind the scenes of how we do Christmasful. So there you go. Make sure you follow us online, and you'll get all of that information. And I shared this with you at the beginning of the show, but we also want to make sure that you are notified every time we go live with Christmasful. So if you're on Facebook, click that little reminder button. That way you'll be notified. You can also subscribe to our videos on our YouTube channel at Christmasful. And those are a couple good ways to get in touch with us. And then, of course, we also have our podcast. Real quickly, just want to remind you, it's Millennial Santa. And you can subscribe to that on Apple Podcast and Spotify. We have new episodes that come out every day between now and Christmas. And that's a great way to get more of your Santa questions answered. Okay, I think that's it, Santa.
Well, I want to remind everybody down in the United States and up in Alaska, I think that's part of the United States now.
Yes.
Yeah, a very happy Thanksgiving. You're going to have Thanksgiving tomorrow. And, for us up here at the North Pole, every day we are thankful. And so we'll be working hard up here, building toys and just doing what we do. So everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. And as my final thought for the day is, please keep the spirit of Christmas in your heart throughout the year.
All right. Bye, boys and girls. We will see you on Saturday. That's the next time we'll be live. And we look forward to seeing you then.